You think Uncle Palmer owes us because of Mama?
She was his sister, his closest living relative. And what did he do when she needed him most? He turned his back on her and let her die all alone. You are damn right he owes us, Dix. You, me, Laney, and don't you ever forget it.
I thought you changed, though, when you went to work for him. I mean, I thought you gave up all that old anger and forgave him.
That is how I wanted it to look. That was my purpose.
You're faking it all along?
You're damn right I have been. Are you disappointed?
No, actually, I'm kind of shocked.
William Cortland, eager, obedient nephew to the big man himself. Well, it is too soon for me to show my true colors. But you rest assured, when the right moment comes along, I am going to grab what is coming to us.
Dad.
Is that true? I mean, is that how you really feel?
That I can't stop thinking about the night that we had together? Yes, that's true. The truth is that neither one of us are ready for a relationship that naturally evolves when you just allow yourself to fall into bed with someone when the whim hits you.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you know someone, as long as you and I have known each other and you're responsible for all the things that sexually active adults are responsible for. Even then, it's not a good idea.
No, good probably wouldn't be the word to describe it.
And the ink is barely dry on your separation agreement.
I know,
Dixie.
I know, Brooke. I was there, I signed it. And everything you say makes sense. Except for one small thing. That lately I've been afraid that when all is said and done, no matter what happens between me and Dixie, that I'm never going to get the chance to make love with you again.
Well, I think that people should be able to control their emotions.
Maybe, sometimes it's not so easy, especially when those emotions are hot and sexy. When you put a lid on those, they tend to build up. Pressure gets bigger, and then eventually, before you know it...
I think that's the oldest excuse in the book.
You mock my technique?
I repeat, it's a bad idea.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
It's fine.
What's wrong?
Jamal says one thing, and I say something completely different.
Honestly, I figured it out. You see, while you were here in Pine Valley trying to make a life with Tad, I was stuck in exile in China, taking a cold, hard look at my life, making plans. Making plans to claim what belongs to us and hold on to it.
What belongs to us or belongs to Uncle Palmer?
Same account. We're family.
Even if we are family, if you take something that does not belong to you, Will, that is not honest.
This is how the game is played.
Well, you know what? All this time you've been acting like you look up to him, like that you love him or something.
I do love him. I love him in my way. And look up to him. Hell, the guy made a fortune. He can spin straw into gold. He's my mentor.
No, you sound so bitter.
Oh, so do you when you talk about him.
Well, I have a reason.
You think I don't have a reason? Do you think I enjoy being at his beck and call? You think I enjoy bowing and scraping and saying, yes, sir, Uncle Palmer, every time he wants some piddling or humiliating little job done? He has got my hands tied, and he's loving every minute of it.
Are you sure one of those piddling little humiliating jobs wasn't breaking up my marriage?
Hey, Tad and I got off on the wrong foot. We both have terrible tempers. Now, I admit I wasn't thrilled with the idea of you staying with him. But Uncle Palmer made the Loretta Rutherford move. I had nothing to do with that. And that is not the only dirty work he's been up to.
What else?
No, come on, you don't want to hear about it.
Yes, I do.
No.
Tell me.
Look, come on, let's change the subject.
Will, what dirty work have you been doing?
Nothing every other corporation in the country doesn't do anyway. industrial espionage. Spying. And if you breathe a word of this to another living soul, I will break your arm.
Okay, cross my heart, okay? Who you been spying on?
Your ex-husband.
Tad?
Adam Chandler.
Oh. Why? Because he controls Natalie's money?
Because Uncle Palmer doesn't trust him.
Well, he shouldn't. Oh, Will, what about Sky? I thought you really liked her.
I do. She's not like any other woman I've ever dated. She's real. She's got substance. She's got character. And it's not just for show. I mean, I respect her.
You really care about her?
We're close.
Well, then how can you stand betraying that closeness?
Especially for a rat like Uncle Palmer.
No, all right. No. This is not going to happen, all right? It is not possible. We made up our minds.
Brooke.
And don't look at me like that. Just don't look at me, all right?
What's going on? I mean, what's the real reason?
The real reason, I can give you a good reason. Dixie. She's my friend, and women don't make love with men that their friends are in love with.
Well, that's not necessarily true, is it? Besides, if Dixie were really in love with me, do you think what happened between us would have happened?
Look, I'm talking myself out of this bad idea, all right? And you're not going to stop me.
I know, you just talk too much.
Look, didn't we decide that this was something that was not going to happen again?
We were stupid.
We were serious.
That was before.
Before what?
Before we both spent a hell of a lot of time thinking about it. How nice it was. How good it felt. Remember? You do, I know you do.
Don't.
You see, some things in life are really very simple.
Stop, all right? No, we should discuss this.
We should discuss it. It's a great idea. Let's just discuss it. In here. Let's discuss it. It's a great idea.
Thank you, Jess, all right? You're not playing fair.
I'm not interested in being fair.
Well, that's quite obvious.
Mm-hmm. You're the one that makes up the rules as she goes along.
Yeah, well, what are you doing? This is not in my plans.
What?
This.
This?
Yes.
Are you sorry?
No. Are you?
No.
Do you remember that night that we spent at the Rutherford Beach house?
Mm-hmm.
You kicked and you snored.
I hate sleeping alone.
It's not so bad once you get used to it.
Which do you like better?
Well, that's a stupid question. Are you staying?
Well, that's a stupid question. Do you want me to?
Yes.
Deal.
You know what? I'm happy.
Same here.
Are you asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet dreams. Oh, I think that sun
is just coming up earlier and earlier every
Coffee's
morning.
ready. It's right there.
Where's Jill and Ruth?
Joe had to get up and go to rounds early this morning. Ruth went with him. Junior woke up at 5:30 this morning and just went back to sleep.
Oh, bless his heart. You look like something the cat dragged in.
Well, thank you so very much.
Didn't sleep a wink, I bet.
I slept just fine, thank you.
Oh, you and Ted, you almost made up yesterday before you jumped on your high horse and stomped upstairs, didn't you?
Well, look at here. It says the United States deficit's about $250 billion.
I know you did, Dixie, because I was listening from the kitchen.
Oh, and the Pine Valley chapter of the Daughters of Fine Lineage is having a rummage sale next week at Christchurch. That's interesting.
Dixie, the reason you're having insomnia is because if that Budinsky uncle of yours hadn't barged in here yesterday, you and my hard-headed son would have kissed and made up by now. Oh, honestly, I've never seen so much stubbornness in all my days. Now, you're both ready to compromise. Instead of sitting here all long-faced and miserable, you ought to be over there knocking on his door, falling into his waiting arms while you still got a chance.
Look, if he wanted to compromise, he wouldn't have left when I came downstairs.
That was Palmer's fault. Why do you think I went over there and gave that old Budinsky what for? For your information, little lady, Tad was ready to swallow his pride and go upstairs and say or do whatever he had to say to get you back. Now, we're down to the wire here, Dixie. This is it. Now, go over to Tad and tell him that you love him as much as he loves you.
I'll think about it.
Well, you better think fast, honey, because time is running out.
This is Livy.
That's Mrs. Valentine's strawberry jam.
You're a very good cook.
Oh, I'm known far and wide for my toast. Really, it's an innate talent.
No, I mean, look, you put flowers on the tray.
Well, I'm a stickler for detail.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for noticing. And thank you for everything that you've done.
It's my pleasure. Undoubtedly, my pleasure.
Oh, I left the kettle on.
No, don't go anywhere. Listen, you relax. Here, you made breakfast.
Oh.
Take this.
Okay.
And I will turn it off. So,
Oh, yeah, this finished.
don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Who's that?
I don't know, but whoever it is, they're very persistent.
All right, well, I'll get rid of him, okay? Eagle Eyes, that's what I used to call her when I was a teenager. She missed nothing.
You really think you're going to be incriminated for 6 scrambled eggs and a plate full of toast?
I think it's funny how we both reacted as though we had something to hide.
Now, wait a minute. Look at it this way. I'm trying to explain that frying pan of Phoebe would be like making a public service announcement that you and I are sleeping together.
Exactly.
So don't worry about it.
Well, I value my privacy.
So do I.
I think what people do in their own homes is nobody's business but their own.
Valor being the better part of discretion.
Well, I'm glad that we agreed.
Yeah, now that we got that off your chest, are you going to call me from Minneapolis?
Yes, I will call you.
Good. Thank you for breakfast.
You're very welcome. Listen, take care of yourself while I'm gone.
I will. I might even miss you.
I hope so.
Well, you know how to reach me if anything comes out.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip.